Shalom, shalom, Israel. I like to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem Rakakadash. I hope all is well with y'all. Hope y'all fasting, praying. Hope the Lord continue to bless y'all, It's James chapter 1 and verse 22. It says, "But be ye doers of the word and not hearers only, deceiving your own selves." So that's what I want to touch on today. Um, you gotta be doers of the word, just like the Lord said. Can't you can't claim you serving the Lord, worshiping the Lord, if you not doing what He said. You know, which how can you do what He said unless you're reading, unless you abiding in the word, you laboring, and you studying, study to show thyself approved, right? You know uh you don't want to have that which I mainly see with these Christianity or something, or people that just honor the Lord with their lips. They have that daily verse demon. They think they worship the Lord because they doing daily verses and stuff. You can get the little notification on your phone. Is the daily verse, and then you post it, and that's it, and then you go about your day, and you be wicked. No, that's not serving the Lord, right? James 1:22 again. "But be ye doers of the word and not hearers only, deceiving your own selves." And you got some people, they just like to hear the word, but they don't like to do it. They got the little, the wicked pastor on. They just listen to the pastor, or they just, they listen to the word, but they don't do it. Yeah, they can literally be reading the word and they still not doing it. So you want to, can't be doing that. That's not serving the Lord. Psalm chapter 1 and verse 1. "Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law doth he meditate day and night." So you got to meditate on the law of the Lord. You got to meditate on his word day and night. They didn't say, "Blessed is he that does daily verse. Blessed is he that doesn't read. Blessed is he, that abhor the word of the Lord." You got to sit in your house and it got dust on it. You ain't opened it ever in your life. You just bought it for a house decoration. That's wicked. The Lord say, "Hey, you not blessed." Revelation chapter 1 and verse 3. "Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand." So there you go again. The Lord said, "Blessed is he that readeth," and you have to keep the things that are written therein. Because it's really all vanity if you're reading or you hearing the word and you're not doing it. You're not making a difference between here you are, you call yourself holy, you call yourself a servant of the Lord, but you're no different. Salaki, you're no different than the people in the world. What's the difference between you? The Lord gave us commandments all throughout the Bible, and you're not even doing them. Which mean what? You're not serving the Lord. You're no different than those people the Lord told you to be separate from. Which holy means separate. Proverbs 25:16. Now it's a just balance to this thing. You don't want to be studying too much, because then, just like you in school, and I'm pretty sure any brother that has been reading the Bible, you don't want to study too much, and you tried to rush it, and you tried to make haste and took too much in. Then next day, you didn't even remember anything you read. Proverbs 25:16. "Hast thou found honey? Eat so much as is sufficient for thee, lest thou be filled therewith and vomited." Right. So the Lord, the Lord called his word honey. You don't want to take too much in, or else you're gonna vomit it up. There's no profit of you taking too much of the Lord's word in, and then you just you don't get anything out of it. You don't remember nothing at all. You just vomited it up. All right. This is 1 John chapter 2 and verse 1. "My little children, these things write I unto you, that ye sin not. And if any man sin, we have an advocate with the Father, Yahushua Mashiach, the righteous. Right? And it says, and he is the propitiation for our sins, and not for ours only, but also for the sins of the whole world. And hereby we do know that we know him if we keep his commandments. So you got to keep the Lord's commandments. That's it. That's how you know him. You don't know him if you're not keeping his commandments and not doing what he said. Well, what is one of the things he commanded you to do? He tells you to do the Father's will. And you go into the Father's will. The Father will. It's like a package. He got commandments and things for us to do. Another thing he told you to meditate in the law. Told you to study to show thyself approved. So that's what you have to be doing. If you're not doing that, you're not keeping his commandments, and you don't know him. All right. Verse 4: He that saith, I know him, and keepeth not his commandments, is a liar, and the truth is not in him. Right. So you can't say you know the Lord and you're not keeping his commandments. You're a hypocrite and you're lying. The Lord said. Which is basically what a hypocrite is, but you get what I'm saying. Verse 5, it says, but whoso keepeth his word, in him verily is the love of Yahweh perfected. Hereby know we that we are in him. All right. So he said the love of the Lord is perfected in him, and that keep his words. All right. So 1 John chapter 5 and verse 2. By this we know that we love the children of Yahweh, when we love Yahweh and keep his commandments. For this is the love of Yahweh, that we keep his commandments. So that's how you know you love the Lord, that you keep his commandments. Because how can you say you love the Lord, but you don't want to do what he says? Here you are, say you have a relationship with somebody or your parents. Those people you love, it's either going to go this way. Those people you love, you're going to listen to them, or it's going to be somebody you fear, you're going to listen to them. And didn't the Lord command that we fear him? So either way it goes, you can't get out of it. If you fear the Lord, you're going to do what he say. If you love the Lord, you're going to do what he say. Right, so I'm going to read that again. By this we know that we love the children of Yahweh. Salakia. Yeah. By this we know that we love the children of Yahweh, when we love Yahweh and keep his commandments. All right, that's how you love your brothers and sisters, because the Lord has given you certain commandments on how to love your people. There's laws, statutes, and commandments on how to deal with certain things, how to deal with people and everything like that. How to love your neighbor, not to suffer sin upon your neighbor, not to covet, not to commit adultery, not to steal from your neighbor, not to murder your neighbor. Verse 3, for this is the love of Yahweh, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous. Right, so you're not supposed to be acting like the Lord's commandments is such a harsh thing. Here you are, you slaving for E or anybody else in this wicked place, and you make sure you get stuff done for them, but when it comes to the Lord, you kind of, I don't want to do that. He kind of asking for too much. Another commandment. I ain't trying to do this. That's wicked. Cause you got your, I don't know. Well, you got your boss or your job or your teacher or something. You make sure you get stuff done for them, for carnal men, but you don't want to get stuff done for the Lord. Right? So yeah, 1 John 5 and 3 again. For this is the love of Yahweh, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous. So that's the love of the Lord. You want to keep his commandments. You want to do what he says. You want to please the Lord. You don't want to anger the Lord. Why would you want to upset the Lord? Do you love him or not? Do you want to upset people that you, well, I don't even want to say that, because once, correcting your brother and sister, they might get upset. But, that's really, Sometimes, yeah, that's a demon on them. Sometimes, they get upset when you correct them. When sometimes that correction, a lot of brothers don't like, to upset the father. So then they get upset, which is it's a righteous thing. They find out they did something wrong, you correcting them, and they get upset about it because they didn't want to upset the father. They wanted to please the father. So yeah, come what I got next. Verse 4. For whatsoever is born of Yahweh overcometh the world, and this is the victory that overcometh the world, even our faith. So the Lord, he talking about overcoming the world. So you read in the Bible, it always talks about overcoming the world or hating the world or not loving the world. So once again, you can't be claiming you serve the Lord, but it's clear that you love the world. It's clear that you love the world. You're obsessed with the things of the world. You don't want to abide and live in the Lord's word. You want to be distracted. You want to put worldly things first. James 4:4, ye adulterers, it says, ye adulterers and adulteresses, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with Yahweh? Whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world is the enemy of Yahweh. So, plain upon tables, you're a friend of the world, you love this world, you're an enemy of the Lord, because this place is wicked. Like it said in Job, the earth is given to the hand of the wicked. So the Lord has given the earth into the hand of the wicked. You can see today, there's no let me grab this. Hosea chapter, I believe that's Hosea chapter 4, verse 1. Hear the word of the Lord, ye children of Israel, for the Lord hath a controversy with the inhabitants of the land, because there is no truth, nor mercy, nor knowledge of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua in the land. By swearing and lying and killing and stealing and committing adultery, they break out, and blood touches blood. Right? So there's no knowledge of the Lord in this land. There's no knowledge of the Lord. They don't want to teach about the Lord. Really, they hide the truth. Hide who the children of Israel is. They don't want to. They want to teach you the commandments. They don't want to say, "Oh, you got to serve the Lord." When you grew up in school, you ain't never, you ain't learned about the Lord. You ain't the truth. The true power, not those idols. They'll teach you some idols or something. They have idols set up and things like that, laws, but they don't. They didn't bring you up on the knowledge of the Lord, nor did they motivate you to do that, to study and seek the Lord. All right, Revelation chapter 3 and 15. I know thy works, that thou art neither cold nor hot. I would thou wert cold or hot. So then, because thou art lukewarm and neither cold nor hot. Okay, my phone finna die and it had stopped already like 3 times. I'm gonna try to finish it. Revelation chapter 3 verse 15. I know thy works, that thou art neither cold nor hot. I would thou wert cold or hot. So then, because thou art lukewarm and neither cold nor hot, I will spew thee out of my mouth. All right, so it's plain about tables. You being lukewarm, you're not really serving the Lord. He gonna spit you out, which you probably was never with the Lord in the first place if you wasn't doing what he was saying. You went sincerely, in the thing, trying to, study, try to seek the Lord, try to keep his commandments. All right, Matthew chapter 15, verse 7, ye hypocrites, well did Isaiah prophesy of you, saying, this people draweth nigh unto me with their mouth and honor me with their lips, but their heart is far from me. Right, so it's all that I love God, or praise, keep saying, oh Jesus, and doing all of that. You're not serving the Lord. Just because you're doing all that lip talk, you're not serving the Lord. You got people in the world, claim to be your friend. And they, the whole time they doing stuff to hurt you. So how you think it is with the Lord? You doing all the lip talk, but you're not really keeping his commandments. You're not obeying him. You're not doing what he said, right? It says, but in vain they do worship me, teaching for doctrines the commandments of men, right? But you got people claiming they serve the Lord, and they keeping these pagan holidays, Xmas, Thanksgiving, finna celebrate New Year's, which, you know, I see every year the Lord do some harsh judgment. I wouldn't even say harsh, because we all deserve that, but he do some mighty judgment on New Year's. All right, I'm trying to hurry up. Just Second Chronicles 36:15 says, "And the Lord Yahweh, God of their fathers, sent to them by his messengers rising up betimes and sending, because he had compassion on his people and on his dwelling place." It says, "But they mocked the messengers of Yahweh and despised his words and misused his prophets until the wrath of the Lord arose against his people, till there was no remedy." And you know, the thing that has been, it shall be again, which, you know, this is going to happen again. Our people don't like hearing the Lord's law, statutes, commandments. They don't actually like, they don't want to obey the Lord. So, you know, when the real men of the Lord out here teaching, they walk by them, or they just not trying to hear. Y'all go with that Bible. So, you know, they got carpets on, you know, they, scoffing at the brothers, the elders, garments. You know, they don't want to hear none of that. Hand me my apocrypha. Hand me my apocrypha. I'm trying to hurry up, man. It might stomp on me again. I always got some video problems. So, alright, I'm trying to do this. Second Ezra chapter 9 and verse 1 says, oh man, when? It says, oh man, come on, man. It says, and this Ezra and the angel, it says, "He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time, Salakia, wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning." Right? It says, "For like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest, even so the times also of the highest have plain beginnings, and wonders and powerful works, and endings and effects and signs, and every one that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith whereby ye have believed." Key word, you have believed. You know, if you really believe, you're gonna do what the Lord says. You know, it says, "Shall be preserved from the said perils, and shall see my salvation in my land, and and within my borders, for I have sanctified them for me from the beginning." Verse 9, here it goes. It says, "Then shall they be in pitiful case, which now have abused my ways, and they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torments. For such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me. And they that have loathed my law," which means to hate his law, it says, "while they had yet liberty, and when as yet place of repentance was open unto them, understood not, but despised it. The same must know it after death by pain." So you better stop playing with the Lord. You know, you either in this or you not. Ain't no faking the Lord. The Lord ain't no fool, man. Stop acting like the Lord a fool, like he don't know what you doing, like he don't know your heart. Right? Isaiah chapter 30 verse 8, it says, "Now go, write it before them in a table, and note it in a book, that it may be for the time to come forever and ever." Verse 9, "That this is a rebellious people, lying children that will not hear the law of the Lord, which say to the seers, See not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits." So that's what our people want to hear. We want to hear smooth things. We want to hear lies. We don't want no type of discipline. We don't want no accountability. You know, we want to do whatever we want. You know, we want this thing to be easy. You want it to be, oh, I can just do what I want. I can, the Lord died for my sins, so I can keep sinning. What sense does that make? No, it's not like that. The Lord, hey, if you willfully sinning, there's no more sacrifice for sins, which it says in Hebrews. So, I'm going to close it out before this phone die, and I don't even get the rest of this video. So, Shalom, Israel, I love y'all. Hope y'all, enduring and doing what y'all have to do. All right, I want to give all praise to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Shalom.